my local hospital, the Queen Elizabeth in King's Lynn, is one of the 7 RAC hospitals, and I've campaigned for a new hospital since I was first elected in 2019. And QEH has had the dubious honour of being the most propped hospital in the country, and today there are steel and timber supports holding up the roof to keep it safe, which is a situation staff and patients should not have to put up with. And initially it was not part of the new hospitals programme, but by campaigning in Parliament with strong local support, it was added to the scheme as a priority scheme by the last Conservative government, part of a fully funded scheme that's being funded in the same way that this programme is through future spending reviews. And after the election, the government's review of the new hospitals programme cast doubt on our new hospital. But I'm very glad that after pressure, RAC schemes were removed from that review and restored as the priorities they should be. And that's warmly welcomed by patients, staff and by my constituents. But the clock is ticking, and the government's decision to delay the timetable for a new hospital opening from 2030 to 2032-33 is unwelcome. I'd argue it's also unnecessary, and it means spending money propping up the roof, literally wasting millions of pounds that could be spent getting on with that new scheme. The Trust has well-developed plans, it's got an experienced team in place, and the Health Secretary has said that if we can go faster than the 27-28 start date for construction, he will. And when I met with the Minister with the Hospital Trust, she repeated that commitment, and I welcome her doing so. There are concerns that the NHS England reorganisation could cause issues with approvals, but again, the Health Secretary said to me in this place that he would use that process to take an axe to that multi-layered approvals process. I'm not sure he has swung it yet, but I hope he does, because the savings in business cases, consultant costs, other costs and time are considerable. And there's been much talk across the House on the need for action. I was at QEH last week with the Chief Executive, and my ask is that the business case for the multi-storey car park is approved as rapidly as possible so work can start next year at the latest. That is the key enabling scheme to free up the existing car park so we can get on and build the new QEH. And the recent confirmation of the funding that is available is very welcome. I'm grateful to the Minister for that. This will be a major investment into my constituency. So let's now get on with the new QEH that staff, patients and the communities it serves across Norfolk, Cambridgeshire and Lincolnshire deserve.